dialed in. Francis Martin. Both men, eye on the prize tonight. Who ascends to the next level here in the EFC? Round one underway there in the brown. Mpho Hloka in the black. Francis Martin. Like I said, Simon, this one could steal the whole show. Two young fighters, two men that could be right there on top of the leaderboards. And Francis Martin laying some nice shots, and Hloka was hurt there for a moment, and he may be able to recover there as he clinches up.
And there was a nice knee from Francis as well, just before the clinch. Oh, a good takedown for Mpho Hloka. You're right, he was on the back foot with the strikes. Nice combinations from Francis Martin, and a very nice left high knee from Francis. Just before they clinched up with the fence, but perfectly timed takedown now for Mpho Hloka. In top control, nice figure four, just controlling the torso off his back there from Francis Martin. Now he's going for the, almost like putting up the rubber guard and getting the triangle. Mpho ducks out of it, postures up, breaks that move from Francis Martin. He'll be slow and patient now. You can see Luke Hendricks there in the apex corner. Perfect timing for that takedown to get out of trouble from Mpho. He turned away from the strikes, didn't he? And as he turned away, he ate that knee, but had the wherewithal to hit the switch and get that takedown. Beautifully timed and going to work down here. Martin does well to get back up to his feet. Almost pulling guard now. Mpho Hloka, and as he goes down to the ground, he eats a nice right elbow from Francis Martin. Going for the armbar now is Mpho Hloka.
Oh man, Hloka. Got that thing locked in, dialed in on the arm. And great defense there by Martin. Hloka and Martin already going for the kill tonight. Mpho Hloka so slick. And he may be able to turn him, Simon. We may have something here. Grabbing onto that arm. Martin is holding on for dear life.
Readjusting the grip now is Mpho. Martin still very patient though, he's not panicking this position. Readjusting his grip and really cranking on it. No, let's go of it. Good work from Francis Martin to escape the armbar attempt from Mpho Hloka. We'll see if Francis goes hunting for the neck. Mpho just grabbing hold of that wrist. Looks like Martin's thinking about knees to shoulders there, but he's got to be careful with the placement. Can't really see there with his head stuck behind the traps of Mpho Hloka, and they both get back up to their feet. Interesting sequence of both fighters.
Back to standing. Hloka and Martin, and a nice entry there by Hloka, but he doesn't cash in with the big head kick. 2 minutes to go here in round one, living up to all the hype here, Hloka and Martin.
Interesting sequence for both fighters. Oh, good leg kick from Francis Martin. Puts Mpho down on the canvas, pops straight back up. Both fighters fainting. Light footwork on the outside from Francis Martin. And Mpho Hloka is struggling to read the shots of Francis Martin. And he's covering up here. Some nice knees just bouncing off the guard. A good left from Mpho as he fights off the fence. Covering up and eating a lot of the shots. None of them getting through the guard. Martin almost as if he fakes the takedown attempt, but pops straight back up to re-engage the clinch up against the chain link. Some good combinations there from Francis Martin that Mpho was struggling to read and just covered up.
No surprise at all. You know, both these guys very, very well-rounded. Nice elbow over the top there by Martin. And Mpho Hloka, man, he can take some damage, and he comes right out of it. Extremely elusive, extremely durable is Hloka. Martin is giving him everything he can handle, but not really landing with any sort of real intensity. He's not doing a whole lot of damage, but he's looking good. And on the scorecards, he's going to make it very interesting is Martin, as we're under a minute to go, about 40 seconds. And Martin's in control, and sometimes you just got to stay busy enough for the judges' scorecards. And Martin may have done so. 30 seconds left.
Hloka just slips the right hand of Martin. He's standing with his back up against the fence as Mpho tries to kick his way into space. Again, another nice right hand there from Francis Martin. Good leg kick in reply from Hloka. certainly when Francis Martin's in full flow with his kickboxing, it's delightful to watch. But Mpho Hloka wants to get a couple of shots back of his own before the buzzer. It was early days for Mpho Hloka. As a relatively young fighter, only made his professional debut last year. And these are certainly things that Boyd Allen will work on. Almost tries the Berimbolo roll in. Tries the side kick to the midriff. Martin smiles and replies with a nice shot to the ribs himself.
Ooh, like that.
Again, he's got Hloka up against the fence. Interesting entrance.
Martin looks very, very comfortable in here. Extremely smooth with his strikes. And now he's starting to land. And if he can land, he's going to do some serious damage here. Hloka is deceptive, but it seems like he's giving up a lot of power, Simon. But now he traps him into a nice little triangle. And that is going to get tight. I don't know. The positioning isn't quite there yet.
Oh, Francis does well.
Great defense here by Martin, and he gets right out.
Yeah, really good defense by Martin. To escape the initiating of a triangle from Mpho Hloka. And be careful not to truly give up his back. Francis looks over to Devon Cornier for a bit more advice. Patient trapping of the left arm. From Mpho, there's a reverse back elbow from him. But Martin stuck to that back of Mpho Hloka. Nice knee to the ribs from him. Patient work from Martin. Again, another elbow that's cut open Francis Martin from a very difficult position.
Wow.
Well, a lot of blood now over the back of Mpho Hloka.
Bloodletting begin. Yeah, Hloka with those nice sharp strikes there. And now Martin showing even more urgency and desperation. Perhaps he knows how serious that cut is, and now he's bringing everything here to Hloka with 3 minutes to go. And this guy just seems to have only one gear. Throw back to our friend Andrew Van Zel. He just keeps coming.
Nice. Yeah, I saw Andrew the other day. It was in great form. Great to see him as Mpho Hloka gets up to his feet. And again, targeting those ribs with the knees is Francis Martin. Still has Hloka in a difficult position. He could possibly go for a ride here again. Francis very happy to stay behind Mpho. Just working it with the knees, targeting the thighs. Mpho very patiently listening to Boyd Allen, the apex corner. Going to turn around and into his opponent. Does well to finally get up to a standing position. Goes to the high kick, does Mpho Hloka. Martin gets his face out of danger's way just in time. Tries to shake off the blood, does Martin. Both guys going in with big left hands.
You know, and I don't know that it's paid off as well in this fight, Simon, but I do love the style of Mpho Hloka. I like, how deceptive he can be. Coming in with that southpaw stance, I think it creates a lot of problems as well.
Oh, good right hand from Martin.
He's ate a lot of shots, and that was another example, but then baits him into another triangle attempt, and Hloka just never stops coming. Just when you think he's in big trouble, he throws those big, long legs around you and neutralizes his opponent. He's very deceptive. It's hard to tell how hurt he is, Simon, just the way he's falling around, the way he's defending. It's kind of like nobody else. Very unconventional.
Yeah, I think the right hand from Francis kind of pushed him backwards. And it was just a lack of balance rather than anything else. I don't think he was in trouble. But you're very right in terms of you put your finger on the point there. That several times Francis has fallen into the rubber guard very nicely of Mpho Hloka. And I've talked about his jiu-jitsu before. And it's not something we always see in just the 2 fights he had last year in the EFC. How good he is off his back. With that rubber guard, thinks about throwing it up and then closes his guard. It's controlling the back of the head. Letting go, see if he can get the overhook and get some more options. Going around on his side, eats a few shots. Good swivel around. Nice scramble from Francis Martin to keep on the back here. So I think the combat that's carried on in this second round has almost healed the cut. The blood flow seems to be stemmed by all the rolling that's going on the canvas from the forehead of Francis Martin. He stays on the back of Mpho Hloka, returns to those knees, to those ribs. Hloka does well to get back up to his feet. And Francis Martin from Reunion Islands wearing a claret mask at the moment. Switching stances of Hloka.
Indeed, man. What a sight. What a sight to be seeing that claret mask. I like that. I'm used to the crimson mask, but the claret mask works as well. And there it is, right to the finish.
And I think, is this the 6th fight of the prelims at EFC 123, and the first time we're going to the 3rd round. Nice two-piece from Martin coming into the pocket. Hloka goes down to the body.
The 3rd and final round, this is what we've come down to, and I can't even really predict where we're going to be at with the scorecards, but I do know this has been extremely competitive, and right down the middle, you know, Simon, I mean, there's no more direct punch, there's no more direct path. That's as the crow flies directly to the face of Mpho Hloka, and he may be getting caught off balance, etc., but it's great timing by Francis Martin.
Yeah, there's 2 repeated rights. Just the accuracy and the timing from Martin was beautiful. There's that right hand, he really waits. Just waiting, he's just reading off the movement of Mpho Hloka as he comes in and gets that right hand just over the top of the left hand. There's another beautiful one then. Catches it on a nice angle. The right cross this time from Francis Martin and gets the finger out from Mpho Hloka. Because of it, Mpho shuffling in with different flavors, different stances as he's coming in. Martin kicks to the body.
Hloka now moving forward here. We're just a minute and a half in, and Hloka may be looking to be a little bit more aggressive here. And if you're in the corner of either one of these guys, there's really nothing, you know, concrete to stand on when you talk about who could be ahead and who's not ahead. So they both have to come in here with the idea of finishing their opponent. And look at that. Oh, my God. That had the makings of an incredible finish. Had he landed that, he baited him in to the Showtime attack and then almost landed a right hand. That would have slept him. That would have been the best highlight that's ever happened.
It was like a double Showtime dance, wasn't it? It was like capoeira off the chain link. And Francis Martin just screamed in laughter. I don't know if you heard it, but absolutely loved it. Meanwhile, both these guys are packing the power and take the consciousness away pretty much immediately. As Mpho dances in with repeated right jabs. Again, Francis is really just like running laterally, and you can see Hloka now is getting a little bit frustrated. I mean, Francis was kind of on the back foot, running laterally away, and not engaging here. Coming in with the right hand on the counter. Trying to tire his opponent out. Oh, beautiful right hand from Martin. That really hurt Mpho Hloka.
Here we go.
It's covering up now as Mpho.
He's turned away once again. This is a bad look. He's going to the body. Trying to finish him.
Elbow as well. And Hloka's going down to the ground.
Down to a knee. This fight's going to be over. It's over.
That's a win for Martin. One hand is all it took.
Wow.
And the reunion Islander carries on this incredible winning streak and puts away a massive young rising star here in Johannesburg.
Money in the bank. That was impressive, Simon. And Francis Martin, although you see the blood all over the face, you see the damage that Hloka gave him, that was just direct fire. I mean, like I said, there's no more direct shot than down the middle. And Martin just continued to spam that, just continued to throw that right hand, throw 1, 2, 3 of them in a row. And all the deceptibility and all the movement and unconventional movement of Mpho Hloka couldn't get around those direct right hands.
Yeah, I mean, just the kickboxing of Francis Martin, and kind of cancelled out Mpho's grappling offense on the ground as well to stay out of trouble and defend all those submission attempts.
Declaring your winner by TKO due to strikes in the red corner, Francis KO Martin.